All right, how's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully, you have had a good midweek Wednesday here. I myself have been struggling with this stupid computer for the last couple of hours. It's been trying to update things and then it stops in the middle and says it can't update it. And then I try to stop it from starting again. Does that make sense? Stop it from starting again. And then it just starts again anyway. So, I don't know. The dumb thing's in the middle of some sort of an update that I can't get it out of. So, hopefully, it's not going to, suddenly reboot us and restart us right in the middle of the break. One can hope. But honestly, you never know. It has been really funky here for the last couple of hours, whatever it is doing. But meanwhile, let's get rolling down the road here. So a little information to go over before we start ripping into things. First up is a little note about feedback. I have mine automated, and that way you don't ever have to wait on me, unlike us waiting on this update. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you're going to instantly get the same in return. And then the other message there is just to say thank you. I do appreciate you being here, bearing with me and our friendly Windows update tonight as we try to get things accomplished. What we are looking at right now is a list of what's coming up here in the days ahead. So this is the stuff that we're going to be breaking over the course of the next few days. So tomorrow night is Tier 1 baseball, and we're going to do Prizm basketball tomorrow night. And it's a case of blasters. So those 20-box blaster cases, we're mostly fishing for silver prisms in there, but each of those boxes does have either an autograph or a relic hit in it too, if I recall correctly. Double check me. Always check the description, but I think that's right. On Friday, we'll start early, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. That's the release day for Spectra basketball. So we will open a case of that, and then we're going to finish up the half case of Prizm. We're going to open half a case of Prizm tonight. We'll finish up this case on Friday night. Saturday will be Leaf Best of Sports and Spectra basketball again. Sunday is an off night. And Monday we'll crack into a fresh case of Bowman baseball. I decided to stick with the half case all cards ship through one more case. And then after that, we're going to switch over to a format where paper base won't ship. But that won't be for another couple of breaks. This is the information you need to know about shipping, etc. So I don't think we have to worry about consolation cards in here tonight. Every team should pull cards. I mean, we've got, tons of cards in this break, so no worries about that. But as far as shipping goes, I am expecting that this should be on the way to you no later than Saturday, unless something really super unexpected happens. And maybe sooner, hopefully sooner than Saturday. But I don't think it would be any later than that, at least as it stands right now at this moment in time. So it is a one single break tonight, a 6-box half case of 2019 Prizm baseball. This, of course, is break number 1. This product just came out today. And it ended tonight on eBay, of course. Wednesday night, the 15th of May. We're breaking it the same night as we normally do. Team names are there on the left-hand side. Our winning bidders are across from each team on the right-hand side. And bear with me here for 1 second, guys. I am going to try to get, I've got to get our checklist and things up. For some reason, it wouldn't let me open my browser earlier with the stupid update, and I've been fighting with it. I think I finally can get in here. So let me get a couple little things up. You know how it goes. We usually pull redemptions and whatnot. So I like to be able to have that stuff up kind of at our fingertips, which is what I'm working on right now. And I will be with you in 1 second. We'll get with it. And I guess we got to use random anyway here in a minute, because we've got to be able to take care of picking out which boxes we open. All right, hopefully this is going to be taken care of. So, well, let me change up the focus before I forget to do that. You're going to notice the background will go out of focus here just ever so slightly. That is by design. Please don't sweat that. We're still going to be able to see what we need to see. Should be really without any issues. What I'm going to do, since this is a new case, I know the listing said it was loose boxes, but the distributor that was sending me the loose boxes decided that he, oh, lo and behold, did have enough to go ahead and round it up and make it a sealed case. So there you go. So I'm going to take all the boxes out and number them on the end. And then we'll use random.org to figure out for us which ones we're going to open tonight versus which ones we'll open in a couple of nights when we finish up this case. First, I got to pry them all out of this box, and then we can get that done. If we have, I think, well, I didn't, if we have anybody that is new tonight that hasn't done a break with us before, this is kind of something I just typically do. If we're opening less than a full case, but we're, cracking open a new one, I generally will just take them all out and number them and go through this little process so that it's readily apparent how we determine which ones are opened on any given night. It takes a minute, but I think it's kind of worth it, so that way everything, you can follow along and know exactly how it's all done from A to Z, so to speak. So we're all numbered up. Let's run ourselves over here to random. And I'm simply just going to type in 1 through 12, hit random a single time, and we'll take the first 6 numbers. We'll open the corresponding 6 boxes. Oh, man, I should have looked up sooner, right? I was just typing away. I was thinking that I was hitting enter every time, and I was hitting shift. Oh, yeah, boy, I'm on it tonight, aren't I? See, that's what happens, those stupid updates, man. They got my head all twisted up. All right, that's all right. We're all good. All right, so we are opening box number 11, 2, 7, 4, 3, and 6. So that's 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 11. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 11. Okay. All right. 2, 3, 4, that's easy. 6 and 7, fairly easy. And then we need only slide over our dear friend number 11 right there. All right, so I'm going to put the rest of this stuff back in its case. If you give me just a second, let me get the other half put away and we'll be rocking. All right, so of course this is my first chance getting a look at this tonight too. I'm going to just assume that it will be very similar to what we've seen in Prizm for our other sports this year, and that we'll probably find a variety of inserts as well as silver prisms. And of course this says on the end there we're going to look for 3 autographs per box. I expect it'll be a very similar experience to what we had with Prizm football and Prizm basketball. I kind of prefer to do this by the full case, but it is such a massive amount of cards. When it comes time to sort and ship, it really is cumbersome if we do it by the full case, because it's, like 1,700 cards or pretty close to that, 17 something maybe. And I figured people would probably want the base cards in this, since we haven't had straight up Prizm baseball in a few years. I thought, well, probably people are going to want it. So that's why we're doing it by the half. All right, so there is a John Lester for the Cubs, and that one does not appear to be numbered here in the beginning. I am going to be doing a little flipping around like you see me doing here, to see if things are or are not numbered. That's just a basic silver prism right there. And next up, we have some blue. Matt Olson for the Oakland A's, and I guess our blue must not be numbered either. Gina says that that for some reason, she says the live stream keeps coming and going. She's not sure why. I'm not sure why either, Gina. That's Carlos. Maybe, Gina, it might have to do with, like I was telling you guys a while ago, my computer is in the middle of some updates, and I can't really get it to stop. I tried to get it to stop. I don't know what it's doing. It should have been done hours ago, and then it came up and gave me a message and said that it couldn't finish the update, and then the next thing you know, we're over here and it's starting again, and I didn't want it to start again, but it did. And honestly, I've been fighting this circular update battle with my computer for almost 2 hours now, and I think the stupid update started in the middle of the night to begin with. That's numbered to 199. So maybe, Gina, that has something to do with it, but I don't know. So we can assume then, guys, these are, for the most part, not numbered. We have already determined by flipping over a large number of these. The reds are not numbered. The blue ones are not numbered. I don't think really much of this is going to be numbered, but we're kind of going along. Brandon says he hasn't had any problems on his end. So yeah, I don't know, guys, but that's what I'm thinking. If there's an issue, that might be what it is. Kevin Newman for the Pittsburgh Pirates is the first autograph that we see. I'm just hoping that the stupid update doesn't try to, sometimes those things reboot without like any warning when they're doing an update. And if that happens, you know what will happen. The stream will go down and will be, just if that happens, wait on me is what I'm saying. And I will come back to you as quickly as I possibly can. I would hope it would ask me before rebooting, but honestly, you never know. That is Puig for my Cincinnati Reds with a Mojo pattern. It is numbered to 399. Honestly, I hate those Windows updates because it seems like more and more this is what happens. They get hung up on something and you go through them a zillion times before you finally get it sorted out, and I don't know, I don't like them too much. Andahar, this is some type of an insert, but it is not numbered either. To be called Numbers Game, you might think it would be numbered, right? Wave, those apparently, oh wait, those are numbered. Yeah, to 60. See there, that one almost got by me where I thought it wasn't going to be numbered, but it was. So these are nice looking cards. I mean, a traditional, I guess a pretty traditional Prism experience here, but a lot of nice patterns and inserts so far. And that is numbered to 150. Got a little bit of a bad corner down there in the lower left, and we have ourselves Yency Almonte for the Rockies. Colorado Rockies taking home a numbered card. So I keep trying to look over there and make sure that that thing's not flipping me up some sort of a message, That's like my greatest fear, is that it's going to pop up suddenly and be like rebooting and I won't be able to stop it. So, I don't know. Let's make it, the whole thing's just flipping me out tonight. I was about ready to throw that computer through the window earlier. This stupid stuff. So I like this insert. I saw this in the sales materials, marketing materials, whatever you want to call it. I think those inserts are really cool. They're not numbered, but I just like them. They look almost like artwork to me. Just practically frame that and put it on your wall. So there's, I think, another insert series in here that's pretty similar to that as well that we'll run across at some point. Francisco Mejia, that is numbered to 25 for the Padres. Now that, in the Topps world, that pattern is called Shimmer, and I don't really remember what Panini calls that particular pattern. It'd be helpful if both companies would use the same wording, but they really never do. Here comes our second autograph. It's numbered to 99 from Minnesota, Minnesota Twins. Autograph number 2 out of box number 1. And you might notice it's the zebra parallel there. I don't know how common the zebras are going to be in baseball. Of course, they were hard to find in basketball and football this year. I would assume that they will be similarly elusive in baseball, but I guess we'll find out as we go along. Instant Impact Walker Buehler, okay, not numbered. A Mojo Max Scherzer to 299 for the Nationals. Don't those just look like they should be numbered? They really do look like they should be, but yet they aren't. So what are you going to do? Yeah, silver prism again, just base silver prism. Stanton, that again is an insert series that looks like it should be numbered but isn't. Illumination. Harrison Bader, that's Mojo. It is numbered to 399. Another Machines insert. Mookie Betts. Mojo Carlos Correa to 399. And on we go. Where it stops, nobody knows. Lumber, Bryce Harper. That's actually a pretty cool looking card. And correctly for the Philadelphia Phillies. You know, some of these still have Bryce Harper as a national, but that one shows him as the Phillies. Gabriel Guerrero, to 299 Mojo. So little Vlad Jr. finally got himself a home run punched out and then turned around and punched another one out right behind it. So I think we're about to see him get comfortable up here in the big leagues and start putting on a show pretty soon. Looks like, we hope anyway. Justice Sheffield comes out for the Mariners as our third autograph out of box number 1. Gina, I am good today. I have been busy but productive, so I always like days like that. I feel like I'm busy every day, but some days, you know how you just don't feel very productive, like because stuff that you're doing seems like it just takes forever or it takes way longer than it should, and those are the kind of days where you're like, oh, I worked all day and I got nothing done. Yeah, those days are not fun. But today, I feel like I got a pretty good amount of stuff done, so I think it's pretty good. How about yourself? Did you get all that snow you were expecting up there in the mountains? I hope not, but you might have. We are, I think, just about done with our unseasonably cool weather, and it looks like we're about ready to jump back into, you know, the 80s and 70s and 80s and back where we should be this time of year. So hopefully you're going to be not far behind. Jacob Nix comes out for the San Diego Padres. First autograph we've seen out of our second box. Honestly, if Panini would just put all these cards going in the same flipping direction, I'd be so much happier. Brad Keller to 399, Kansas City Royals, followed by Josh Donaldson Mojo to 399 for the Atlanta Braves. You guys know it just makes me crazy that they put these cards in here going 100 different directions. I used to always flip them, and then I kind of realized, well, that's just too much handling of the cards, so I don't flip them most of the time now. Just leave them upside down. To $2.99, David Peralta, Diamondbacks. Michael Perez, numbered to 150 for the Tampa Bay Rays. But you know, anytime you're watching, if that bugs some of you that these are upside down, the ones that are, you know, not numbered or hits or whatever, you can always tell me and I can flip them for you as we go. I just generally don't when there are this many cards. To $3.99 for the Cubbies, Ryan Sandberg. And Jose Martinez to $2.99, St. Louis Cardinals. But I know it's supposed to have something to do with the way the inserts and things are accounted for in the collation. So somehow or another when the machine inserts them, they put them either upside down or facing backwards or something crazy. To $2.99, Starlin Castro for the Miami Marlins. And then we have Caleb Ferguson to $1.99 coming out for the Dodgers. I did see that you had the Marlins today, Gina. I wondered about that. I did notice you had the Marlins, believe it or not. You guys know a lot of times I get on autopilot when I cut and paste those spreadsheets. Half the time I don't even really absorb the username because I'm just in such a hurry to get everything done. But I did actually catch that one tonight. Starling Marte to 75 for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And Roger Clemens to $3.99 for the Astros. Hi, Kirk. How are you? How's your day been? Yeah, Gina, surprisingly, I didn't think anything went really, in fact, I know nothing went really high tonight in Prizm. I didn't really sit down and kind of do any due diligence on it because I was too busy trying to get this computer update to not mess up the break. And so I didn't really look at it, but I kind of just glanced at it a little bit. It looked like everything sold very much on the low side today. So I think whatever we pull hopefully is going to represent some good value for someone anyway. Thought that might be numbered. I don't know why I keep thinking some of these are going to be numbered. We've already flipped them. We know they're not, but for some reason I keep flipping them anyway. To 60, that is Adam Kolarek, something like that. For the Tampa Bay Rays, there's an Aaron Nola to 60 for the Philadelphia Phillies. Urias with an autograph, I do believe, headed to the Padres. And a blue parallel. Yay for blue. Blue is pretty. It was 35 degrees there this morning. Now, see, that's just wrong. No one wants to have 35 degrees in May, do they? I mean, yeah, I can understand how that'd be frustrating for you, Gina. But at least only a ½ inch of snow. That's, I guess, better than nothing. Jose Martinez to $3.99, St. Louis Cardinals. Sean Newcomb to $3.99 for the Atlanta Braves. And what else? Doesn't that look like that would be numbered? Let's see if it is. It's to 60. Kevin Newman, Pittsburgh Pirates. And that looks like it should be too, but it probably... Oh, it is. It's to 50. Hey, we're getting better, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Getting better at predicting which ones will be numbered and which ones are not. Always the entertaining part of a new product, trying to figure that stuff out. To 75, Isaac Galloway. That was your Miami Marlins. Victor Robles, $3.99, Washington Nationals. Oh, it got up to 61 degrees before your day was over? Well, that's not too bad then. 61's very doable. But 35, not so much. Another zebra. We had one zebra earlier. We have another one here, numbered to 99, the Atlanta Braves. And behind it, that is to 199 for the Mets. I call that sparkle. Panini maybe calls that pattern sparkle too, but I would not 100% swear to the fact that that's what they call it. Brandon Crawford to 75, and another zebra. So obviously these are going to be a little more plentiful than they were in football and in basketball. It's our third one already. Danny Jansen to 99, Toronto. So zebras are coming out in pretty good quantity right now. Framber Valdez, Houston Astros. And that signature, you know, I feel like is my signature. That's my signature probably looks a lot like that. Yeah, I just kind of, you know, I give these guys a hard time for bad autographs, but mine's no better. To 299, that was Herrera for the Phillies. Verlander to 199. He's a Tiger still on this card, by the way. So you guys know how that works. Sometimes Panini and Tops and these different places will feature players on former teams as well as current teams. So it's always going to go to the team that's on the card. And that particular Verlander said Detroit. So it is headed to the Tigers. All right, this is box number 3 of 6 that we're getting ready to get out of the wrappers. Gina, you said because you didn't get the team you wanted, you just bid on the Marlins out of spite. You know what? I think we've all done that at some point or another, right? You just like really want a team and you get so aggravated when you don't get it. Then you just think, all right, what's the next team up? By golly, I'm going to get that one. I think we've all done that. Trey Turner to 50 for the Nationals. Scooter Gennett for my Cincinnati Reds to 199. There are a lot of numbered cards in here. Here comes Tukey out for the Atlanta Braves, and it is numbered to the low number of 50. And sticker. All these, I think, are sticker autographs in here. I don't think there's any on card, so if there is an on card, I'll flag it for you, but my guess is there won't be. A.J. Pollock to 299, followed by Rosell Herrera to 399 for your Miami Marlins tonight, Gina. Shohei Ohtani insert scorching. Another zebra, lots of zebras. Brett Kennedy, Padres to 99. And there's Tukey out again to 150 for Atlanta, but that one didn't have any ink on it. Greinke to 199. And a Mojo Kyle Wright to 299. Anybody happen to know what the score is of Reds and Cubs? I'm kind of afraid to ask. I mean, the last time I looked, we were only down by 1 run, but you never know. Sometimes you can, like, walk in the other room and come back and be down by 10. So, hard to say. But the Reds, man, we just keep losing games, but we're not, for the most part, we don't get blown out, but we keep losing all these games by like 1 or 2 runs. It's like, come on, man. What are you guys doing to me? You're killing me. That is numbered to 35. That's our scope pattern for the Phillies with Romuto. And Pujols to 199, Angels. Yeah, I did actually see that Chris Sale, I had 17 strikeouts and then they still lost the game. I know. Stuff like that is just inexplicable, isn't it? I mean, you've got your defense doing what it needs to do for your team, and then the offense can't put any runs on the board. Hunter Pence to 25. Texas Rangers. Rowdy Tellez to 150. Toronto Blue Jays. Your username is Honky Kong. I love that. You said you haven't seen any Red Sox go by. Oh, I'm sure there's been some Red Sox in here, base or something. I'm sure there's been some Red Sox in here somewhere along the way, I think, right? Greenie's card break says 5-5 in extra. Oh, it's 5-5 in extra innings. You're talking about Cubs Reds? All right, well, I can live with that. There's Loasiga. We've got our little zebra parallel there. It is numbered to 99. Of course, that's the New York Yankees. So now I feel like I've got to really keep an eye out to find some Red Sox here for Honky Kong. That really does make me laugh. Patrick Corbin to 399 for the Nationals. And behind that, David Bodie to 399 Cubbies. Ortiz, Baltimore Orioles to 75. And Castellanos to 299. Another scope. This one is Tanner Rainey for the Nationals to 35. You said Suarez had a 2-run home run to tie it up. Wow, good job, Eugenio. Nice job. He's getting in a little bit of a groove. Had what I'm going to say, maybe a bit of a slow start to the season, but he's gotten in a groove recently, so good for him. Knocking it in to tie it up for us. I'm so freaking out watching that other computer, trying to make sure that stupid update doesn't automatically reboot the computer over there, praying it gives us a notification before it does, so I could say no. I don't know, it makes me nervous. Kevin Mitchell, that is to 150, San Francisco Giants. And another zebra, St. Louis Cardinals to 99, Flaherty. Gina says the Raptors are up by 2 in the third quarter. I would love to see the Raptors win. You know what? I mean, Kawhi Leonard, come on. He's been practically superhuman in the playoffs, and I would love to see the Raptors do well. I'm still not over the lottery last night, though. Come on. How did, of all the possible scenarios, we're all thinking, oh, if the Knicks get it, they'll put together this trade package. If so-and-so gets it, they'll put together that to go get Anthony Davis, and then, by golly, don't the Pelicans come up with the number 1 pick overall anyway? Brian Anderson to 290. The Braves. But that's exactly what the idea was with that. They were trying to keep these teams from tanking, so they gave them a little, they changed up the odds a little bit. See, that looks like that should be numbered, but it isn't. And, it used to be pretty, if you really were the worst team, you had a better shot of getting that number 1 pick. And now the way they spread the odds out, a lot of the people that we thought were going to be up high ended up down below 5th even. That Josh Donaldson, by the way, was numbered to 399 for the Braves. I think you saw it, but I didn't say it. Tulowitzki to 150 for the Yankees. But, Pelicans they have to be over the moon. The Knicks have to be thoroughly disappointed. And the Grizzlies, perfect for them, I think. landing in the number 2 spot. You go pick up Ja Morant, and he, plays heir apparent to Mike Conley. I think the Grizzlies and the Pelicans, obviously, big winners in the way the lottery fell. Chance Adams to $3.99. New York Yankees. Aaron Hicks to $2.99. New York Yankees. So we're at our halfway point. We've got 3 boxes open and 3 boxes left to go. Dirty Dog needs a Vlad. We will try very hard to get that for you. And Sheasley89 needs Yusei Kikuchi. So we will try to find that for you up there with your Mariners. We've got a few little mojo requests in here tonight. See if we can't get them answered for you. Maybe, hopefully, we'll try. But yeah, apparently, Gina, I don't know if you watched any of that lottery program. I watched just a little bit of it. I didn't watch the whole thing. I mean, they stretched it out to a half hour. I mean, come on. So, but I watched the meat of it anyway. And, I mean, I didn't really think that it looked like Zion was super, super bummed out live when the Knicks didn't get the number 1 pick. But by all reports, he really was. All right, this is the Colorado Rockies, Andres Galarraga. I can't say his name right, so that's why I went blah. Anyway, yeah, there it is. I've never been able to say his name worth what. Valoria to $399, Kansas City Royals. But the Galarraga there that we just got, he can come up on different teams. You kind of never know. They slide him around where he shows up. But Rockies, that's a nice hit for you. Perez for the Houston Astros to $99. Another little zebra ink. Well, Gina, your Knicks going third, it probably still puts you in a pretty good spot. I would imagine you'll take R.J. Barrett. I would think with that. Starling Marte to $99, Pirates. I think everybody knows Zion's going to go number 1. I'd be super surprised if Memphis didn't take Ja Morant number 2, which would throw R.J. Barrett to you. And I think he would probably be a pretty good fit in New York. And beyond that, it's kind of a free-for-all, in my opinion. Castellanos to $199, Detroit. This is one of those draft years where you've got like 4 or 5 guys right there at the top that are probably significantly better than some of the guys underneath them. Like, I think we'll have a drop-off sooner than maybe you do some years. Javi Baez to $99, Cubbies, Zebra. And a little Shohei stargazing insert. Of course, those are not numbered either, but at least it is a prism, a refractor, whatever your preference is. And whatever you want to call it, it means the same thing. To $199, Victor Robles for the Nats. Oh, oh, so they're not your Knicks. You hate the Knicks. Okay, sorry. I thought you were actually happy that the Knicks got third because you wanted them to get R.J. Barrett, but you're saying you're happy they got third because you hate them and you didn't want them to get number 1. Okay. You're a Celtics fan then, right? Is that right? Are you Celtics? Maybe. Sometimes it's hard for me to remember because, because a lot of times you all bid on teams other than just your own teams that you personally cheer for, so can't always remember it. Plus, my brain is old. My brain doesn't remember things the way it used to. Once upon a time in a land far, far away. That is Tampa Bay Rays to 299. And this is Andrew Velazquez, Tampa Bay Rays to 150. You think they should trade Anthony Davis to the Grizzlies for the number 2 pick? Zion and Ja Morant with Julius Randle. I don't think the Grizzlies would give up number 2 for Anthony Davis. I don't know that he's the right fit for the Grizzlies anyway, to tell you the truth. He really, probably the Knicks, by all reports, were, if they had landed number 1, we're going to, I think, try to package up Kevin Knox and the number 1 to get Anthony Davis. But now I don't know. To 25, Hunter Renfroe, San Diego Padres. Now that the Pelicans have the number 1 pick, I think that puts everybody's trade package, looks a whole lot less enticing to them at this point, as well it should. To 399, Javi Baez, Cubs. But the Celtics may still take a run at him as well. Lakers might take another run at him, but I'd be kind of surprised if they do. Jeff McNeil, number to 99, and it's a zebra ink for the Mets. The Mets. It's not a Yankee for a time anyway. Shane Bieber, 399. Gina, you just want chaos? Is there any particular reason why that you just want to have some chaos in the draft? Juan Soto to 60, Nationals. And we have Justin Williams to 199, St. Louis Cardinals. Well, there's at least a Boston Red Sox. I caught that one. I don't always pay attention to the base, but I did see that one. So we at least know you do have, you do at least have cards in here. I know you haven't had maybe what you're looking for numbered yet or otherwise, but we're trying to get you there, Honky Kong. We're trying. All righty, box number 5. 5 of 6. And the Atlanta Hawks are actually pretty well positioned. I mean, they're going to have 2 lottery picks because the trade, the pick they got from the Sixers, I think, was only protected if it fell top 4 or something like that. So Hawks will be pretty well loaded up again, too. They might be ones that would want to put something together. I don't know that Anthony Davis needs to go to Atlanta either, particularly, but they would certainly have some capital to work with in Atlanta. Tim Anderson to 299, White Sox. Freddie Freeman to 50, Atlanta Braves. I don't know why I felt compelled to flip Rhys Hoskins over, but I did. Happens sometimes. Larry Walker, Colorado Rockies, 399. Reyes, Franmil Reyes, with a Prizm autograph for the Padres as well. And this is a different card set than we've seen. Game Ball Graphs is the name of that card set. Dwight Gooden to 399. the Doc. Somebody could have maybe come up with a little better name for that insert set than Game Ball Graphs. That's just weird, I think, a little bit. I don't love it. Miles Straw, Houston Astros to 75. Yadier Molina, 199. Who was that? Oh, it was Joey Gallo. Okay. Brandon Nimmo to 399. Dirty Dog, you said you'll stand. What does that mean? What does that mean, man? What did I miss? I know that's probably referring back to something we talked about that I have forgotten about. That was a Joey Gallo to 399 that went by. And he's just hanging out, you know, Dom Trell's just hanging out by himself up there. Oh, you said that the Astros and the Padres have got a lot of hits so far. Yeah, you are not wrong about that. They are pulling at least a lot of parallels for sure, and I think pretty well on the autographs as well. But you know, I have a harder time remembering exactly what goes to where. We look at so many. But there are an extraordinary number of numbered cards in here, which is often the case, I find, when we're doing Prizm. You know, they tend to have a lot of numbered cards. Kevin Kramer to 99, Pirates. And George Brett, Kansas City Royals to 299. This one, a little Andujar for the Yankees to 399. To 299, Connor Sazek, or something not even remotely that sounds probably not at all like that. I honestly don't ever remember seeing that particular player before, ever. Connor there. I really don't remember him at all for the Rangers. Huh. I don't know. Chris Ellis, Kansas City Royals to 5. Well, I like that. I like anything to 5. So, Kansas City, Chris Ellis headed your way. And it's number 5 of 5. You know, that gives me an extra special little thrill when they're first or last in the series. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense. To 299, Boston Red Sox. Finally, we got you something numbered there with Chris Sale. Gina, you don't know who your Marlins are that you're pulling, but you think you're doing okay with them. All right. Meanwhile, Dirty Dog says he's doubling down. It says he's invoking Last Box Mojo, which is a thing. It is a thing. Those of you who have broken here with me a lot, you know, a lot of times Last Box Mojo does pull through some nice hits. But the idea, of course, is that we find the best hits of the break, that they come out in the last box. We try to collectively conjure them up. So let's see if we can't have a little luck here tonight and maybe find some fire in this 6th and final box of Prizm tonight. Well, we're starting off with a guy we've already seen, so, you know, that's not too fiery. That's Perez for the Astros, and we saw him already, I do believe. Even my poor memory, I think we saw him already. Beltre, Rangers to 75. And Jeff McNeil, who we also saw already for the Mets. Numbered to 99, Zebra ink. So right now, I feel like Last Box Mojo is kind of letting us down a little bit. It's giving us duplicates. That's no good. Justin Turner to $3.99 Dodgers. Yeah, we definitely have no interest in a bunch of duplicates. Stupid Last Box Mojo. There's another Marlin for you to $3.99 Sandy Alcantara. Brett Kennedy, Padres, $3.99. So we've got one autograph left hiding somewhere amongst these remaining packs. Gina said crappy Mojo. Giving us duplicates. I know. What's wrong with this pack that it doesn't want to give me the cards? But you know, a lot of times our Last Box Mojo does produce some pretty big stuff, so I can't be too mad at it. And maybe we'll still get something huge. You know, maybe our last autograph's going to be big booming. We'll find out. You never know. You never know. Let me just double check this crazy update thing here and see where it says. Okay, it's still, good Lord, it still says it's only 79%. This thing has been updating now for like 3 hours. How can one update take 3 hours? What is the problem? Oh, I hate Windows updates. Candelario to $99, Detroit Tigers with a zebra. Conforto Mets to $60. And our last autograph out is Kendall Graveman. And Kendall here is on a pro penmanship insert. And he's a Cub. And he doesn't appear to be numbered. So I thought he was numbered maybe, but he's not. This fellow is, though, Justin Smoke to $1.99, Toronto Blue Jays. There's Gabriel Guerrero to $75. That's Miami Marlins for Gina. You're going to have to do your homework now, Gina, and learn about all your players. Steven Duggar for the Giants to $60. Justin Williams, Cardinals to $399. Ricky Henderson to $2.99, Oakland A's. Little blast from the past there. And stargazing Mookie Betts, Prism for the Red Sox. Garrett Cole to $299. It's for the Astros. And there you go. That's this half case. Now, we are going to do a little recapping. Gosh, there's so many numbered cards. I don't guess we really need to recap all the numbered cards because there are, I don't know, a lot. But now we will take a look at our autographs anyway out of this half case. So Kendall Graveman comes out for the Chicago Cubs. Zebra parallel Jeff McNeil numbered to 99 for the Mets. The Astros with Perez. That one is not numbered. Chris Ellis, Kansas City Royals, numbered to 5. Miles Straw, Houston Astros to 75. Franmil Reyes, San Diego Padres. That one is not numbered. Another Jeff McNeil to 99 with the zebra parallel for the Mets. There's Perez again, zebra parallel to 99 for the Astros. Andreas Galarraga for the Rockies. Ortiz, Baltimore Orioles to 75. Zebra Loaisiga to 99 for the Yankees. Tukey in the Atlanta Braves, numbered to 50. Valdez, Astros. Urias, Padres. Nix for the Padres. Justice Sheffield for the Mariners to 75. Another zebra parallel, the Twins to 99 with Cave. And we got things started with Kevin Newman and the Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, so that is the break tonight and the recap. I will put up spreadsheet information one more time for those of you who jumped in late if you want to take a look at what we're breaking in the days ahead, and or you want to look at your potential shipping date for tonight's break. Hang tight. It's coming your way right now. So I'm saying Saturday, I believe, should be the latest possible time that this would go out unless something like massively unexpected happens. I frankly think it's going to go out ahead of Saturday, but that should be the latest that I think it would be on the way to you. And once again, every team should have pulled cards in here because, you know what, there's a blue million and we ship all the cards out of this break, so we don't have to worry about consolation cards. Tomorrow night, we're going to open Tier 1 and Prizm Basketball Blasters by the full case. It's a 20-box case of blasters. On Friday, we're going to start early, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. You know why? Oh, yeah, because it's another new release day. Spectra Basketball comes out on Friday. Woohoo! We will open that, and then the back half of this case of Prizm Baseball that we started tonight, we're going to finish it up on Friday night. Saturday, we'll open a third case of Leaf Best Sports. Spots are sold by first letter of the last name. They are listed in the football category, and Redemptions has its own bidding spot. Then we'll break more Spectra Basketball on Saturday. Sunday's an off night. Monday, we're going to crack into a new case of Bowman Baseball, and we'll break half of it on Monday night. So I guess that's it for me tonight. I thank everyone for being here. I always appreciate you bidding, breaking, chatting, hanging out with me. Gina, you're going to go for the Marlins again in the next Prizm break? All right, I like it. I like it. All right, well, thanks again, everyone. Have a fantastic rest of your evening and rest of your week, and we will be back at it again tomorrow night. So if I don't see you then, hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye now.